Hold on, ma'am.
I got a receipt for a bond, so data operations.
Mr. Hines is here. Someone's coming to help you, sir.
United local sales. Oh yeah, is this familiar?
It's the receipt.
You guys write those? Who's the person who writes those?
Who erased them?
Yeah,
Nobody erased them.
what?
Nobody erased them.
Erases? Yeah, who erases these receipts? No, it's not erased though. It's visible right now.
Okay, so what do you need, sir?
Well, I'm not asking who erases it because it's clearly right
That's
there.
one of our receipts.
What?
That is one
Yeah,
of
yeah,
our
yeah. Who writes it? It's like a finance person.
The cashier.
Okay, who's the cashier?
Hold on one second.
Hey, Mr. Hines, how
Oh,
are you, sir?
are you the cashier? Oh, you're the chief.
I'm the
Hey.
chief. Yes, sir.
There you are. So I heard you were missing for like 2 weeks.
No, I was just
Chief
taking care of
Collins.
some- Yes, sir. Training.
Yeah, meeting. She said meeting. I'm like, for 2 weeks? It's like, that must be like a series.
It wasn't a
You'd
meeting,
sleep
It
at-
was actual training.
Oh, you went away for training. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's the meeting. Okay. Well, I mean, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I emailed you. I got an FOIA request to send you. I mean, I don't know. I sent something before, but maybe it wasn't that appealing to answer. I have something a little bit better to send. The FOIA. It looks a little more professional. I can email that to you. Is that okay? I have your
Whatever you sent to us. If you're doing a freedom of information request, that's
Yep.
what you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay. You sent it to the city, to the custodian. for the
Okay.
city. You have
So
to,
I'm gonna go to City Hall and say, hey, where's the custodian? I need to send
They
them.
do it online. If you do it online,
Yeah.
they will respond to you and they will provide you with what you're requesting,
Okay.
or either provide you with a response.
Okay. Yeah, well, this question is different. All right, so I got this receipt, and the receipt I was given, it looks different. I paid $210, and this is $20. I'm like, why are there two different looking receipts over my bonds? It confuses me, so I'm trying to understand it. So who's the finance person who does this?
The finance person?
Well, yeah. I mean, you have somebody who collects the money, and then somebody who counts the money. You got two separate people, so that you can keep a little honesty there in the accounting.
Yes, sir. Here, all we do is if they receive currency and stuff, it has to reconcile with the city's cashier system.
Okay.
And they have a cashier department and everything, utility annex, and they
So-
actually collect.
And I would guess the collection person is probably writing
Writing.
these receipts, saying
These-
I collected it, so here's your receipts, right?
This looks like something that was printed out of a computer and
Okay.
everything. So on this date and time, this amount was entered into the thing for
Okay.
arrest release. There's a bond fee that they
Yeah.
charge. This
Yep.
is separate from the actual fine
Yeah.
and cost. So if you paid $210, you had a receipt for $210, or are you saying you didn't get one?
Yeah, I got this receipt for $210.
Okay.
And
this is what it says right here. It says that this is a arrest release bond fee.
yeah. So where's that office?
What do you mean? As far as the $15 or the $20?
The 20, yeah. I mean, he had this $20 in his hand. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give it to somebody. Who wants to take it?
Who had that?
Yeah, who takes it?
No, I'm asking who.
Oh, my bondsman, Barry. B's first name. He's A&B Bonds,
Okay.
but his business card says his name, Barry or something. We'll go with A&B Bonds.
Okay.
And he has his $20 in his hand because he knows that he has to do another transaction as part of the bond function, the steps.
The bond release fee that.
Yeah, there's steps. It's not just I give him my money, he gives me a receipt. There's another step to it, which results in this receipt.
Right.
So he has his $20. Who does he give it to?
He would pay over here at the cashier.
Oh, okay, over here.
And it would get entered into the system.
So any of the ladies who work here would take the money and then give this receipt. The receipt's printed here.
It's printed out of our cash receipt.
Okay,
But
all
it
right.
goes into our system. So yes, sir.
Okay. And yeah, that's a little fee thing he has to do you guys know who he is bonding, so you have this record, and he has to like balance that record out, I guess, to your records.
Reconciled.
Yeah, to reconcile.
Everything that's collected here is turned into the utility annex, the payment center, and then of course that's deposited into a bank account.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
of course, this reconciles with what's listed on our audit as far as what their financial paperwork is, and anything that we receive, we don't keep. It goes over to the main office.
Yeah.
They process it, and then they deposit it in a bank for holding. So,
Okay, and I mean, this is a different question. All right, this is satisfied. I'm just curious about the results of the internal auditor, the internal agent, the IA's results for her investigation into my complaint.
that matter's not resolved at this time. So you're saying the internal investigation for what?
My complaints, like I didn't have a seatbelt put on me when I was transported. In fact, on body cam, it doesn't even look like Davis put a seatbelt on. I mean, you could clearly hear him on the body cam. Do you want a seatbelt? It's like, what kind of training are you? And that's another thing. I'm interested in your police policies. May I see your police policies?
Sir, everything that you're requesting, you go through that process, and whether or not it'll be released, you can have access to what can be released. Okay.
So you're saying the decision is out of your hands for
sir.
police policies?
No, sir. It's the thing is that what you're asking for is an unfettered access to our policy, and there's a process you would go through to request that.
If you want to do
That's all
specific.
I'm being honest as far as what you're asking. I've already explained to you that you can contact. You said the FOI request. You can do that through the process with the custodian. I'm not the custodian. Okay?
No, you're not. But I mean, somebody decides if I can see the police policy. Somebody writes these police policies.
Yes,
somebody decides if the public. I mean, you understand. Some cities actually have
Yes, sir.
You know that.
They're full transparency.
You
Look,
guys.
I took over as chief of police, and I'm always forward thinking, and I would like to make sure that what we can provide, because you've got to understand, given the days and time where we're at right now, there's certain policies that you wouldn't want the bad actor out there having access to, like certain procedures that are tactical. Those are things that we can't release. Things that can be released that are standard and open for the public to review, such as, are we supposed to wear seatbelts? Are we supposed to do this? Because the law is the law, okay? But the thing is, what you're asking me is to provide you a copy of our full policy, right? Is that what you're requesting?
Yeah, I think I'd be interested.
You would need to request that through the custodian, sir.
All right. I know. Yeah, there are some cities that will parse it out. Like you have to ask
sir.
for certain functions of your policies.
And that's why you would go through the process of being the custodian, because I see and I understand what you're asking.
Okay.
And everything, but there's a process that you would go through, okay?
Yeah, that's interesting. All your people are saying that goes through you.
Okay.
So I'm getting a different message here, and I'm glad I ran into you.
Well, the thing is, I'm telling you, they're telling you to come talk to me, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that you need to go
Sorry,
through the process of the custodian, okay?
Can I-
That's the
and
law.
I just-
The
I
law
just-
is, I'm not designated
law.
as a custodian.
Criminal
I'm not
code
designated as the custodian, okay?
You're not,
For
okay.
for the freedom of information request that you're requesting.
Yeah.
I am not designated as the
Well,
custodian.
all right. I'll take that as on your word.
I'm not.
So no, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. So I guess that covers what I'm most interested at the moment. So I'll leave you be. Thank you for your time.
All right, sir. You take care.
Yep. Yeah, Chief Collins told me that getting some FOIA information from him, it's out of his hands. There's a custodian who's above him who takes these requests and decide who gets what. So who's that custodian? I forgot to ask this custodian's name, for this custodian's name that he's referring to, because he's kind of powerless on FOIA information.
What are you writing?
Did you understand?
I'm new here, so I'm
Okay.
just gonna,
Well, I went over to the police station and talked to Chief Collins, and I said I want to get submit an FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, and want to make a request in that category. And I asked him if he could take that FOIA, and he said he couldn't. There's somebody above him who's like called a custodian of the information I'm asking for, and I need to contact them.
What information are you requesting?
Well, just I got it printed. It's on email. It's various things. For example, police policies.
Okay, so I'm thinking if you're requesting policies for the police department or anything dealing with the city,
Yeah.
you would do a formal request with the mayor's office.
Okay, sounds
Go
good.
Upstairs.
Just walk upstairs. Okay.
Talk to the mayor's assistant and tell her that you want to do a information request.
Yeah.
And give her the information that you're looking for.
Oh yeah.
So when you go up to the top of the stairs, you move all the way around
Uh-huh.
until you get to a box.
A box?
It
Oh.
looks like a box. You walk directly into it, walk past it,
Yeah.
printers. all the
Okay.
way up.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Box. All right.
Right there, but it
Oops.
will be the inmate box. But at the end of the night,
Excuse me, visitor. Is it?
Yes,
Look,
sir.
I'm looking for the custodian of records. Okay.
You can come on in.
Well, I'm kind of sweaty and.
You can come in.
Yep. Yeah, I'm walking in now. So I'm looking. You're the custodian.
Yeah, I'm Stacy McQueary. How are you?
Fine. Do you have a business card?
I don't.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the city clerk for the city council, but I also manage the public records that we have
Yep.
online, and I just printed these out.
Okay, yeah, I was over at the police station and talked to Chief Collins. He said that asking for certain records, it's out of his hands. He's kind of powerless to make a decision on whether public gets certain records or not. You're more qualified than him.
Yeah.
I need to contact you.
What do you need?
Well, I got a FOIA request that's in PDF form, and I'd
Okay.
like to email it to you. Forgot your name, Emily? Stacy?
That's okay. Let me
I-
write it down for you. Hold on.
Okay.
Just a second. That way, if you have any questions after you leave, you can. And I'm just gonna put, I'm clerk of the council.
Clerk.
Of the city council.
Okay, and the next council meeting's this coming Monday or?
Yes, so it'll be our next meeting is February
Yeah.
28th, and our pre-meeting starts. at
28th?
February the,
Really? So I thought it'd be sooner. My mistake. Okay.
well, we just had one Monday night.
I missed that.
So
okay.
we do.
Okay, I know. It's every other, it's twice a month, and it's the first and third.
You got it.
Or
You
fourth,
got it.
first or fourth.
You
Or,
got it. So here's my direct line.
no, okay, just email. I want to email my PDF to you.
Sure, okay.
I won't be calling you.
Okay, see if you,
Okay.
it's all,
Yeah.
it's not case sensitive, so you can put, it's not all lower.
Yeah, they don't teach cursive anymore in schools.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I know how to cursive, but I just print it.
Yeah, I'll give you a test email with the form actually. So, We'll see how it works out. That's all I need.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect. Have a good
You
day.
too. Yep. Right.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.